Hi, my name is Melanie Bello, and now I'm gonna talk about the field of descriptive linguistics, related languages, the role of Sanskrit to establish the relations between world languages, and I will explain the difference between that and a sim languages. And well, this study has been developed by many linguistics, but the most influential was Ferdinand. His most famous work was the General Linguistic course in 1916, and he presented fundamental concepts such as the linguistic sign that you can see in this part, and he established a method like synchronic analysis, which studies language at a specific moment in time, and the structural analysis. His significant structuralist approach has been pivotal for the development of descriptive linguistics. Now, the descriptive linguistics is a branch of linguistics that is responsible for observing, recording, analyzing the characteristics of a language used by a speaker at a specific point in time. This, instead of present rules on how the language should be used, it provides a clear definition of its structure and use. Also, it focuses on recording all the aspects of a language, including phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. And it uses practical methods such as corpus collection, recorded conversations, and surveys. Now I'm going to talk about related languages. Are languages that have a common origin, therefore show similarities in grammatical, lexical, and phonological structures. These languages evolved from a common ancestral language now as a proto-language and have spread over time and space. Also, it focused on the identification and analysis of various similarities and difference between them to reconstruct the proto-language and understand linguistic evolution. This involves the use of comparative methods in which linguists compare words, sounds, and grammar to create genealogical trees. Also, this is very important for classifying languages into language families and study linguistic change over time. You can see some languages like Germanic, Romance, Slavic, and Turkic language. Different language that can be traced back to a common source are called related languages. So in the part of the Germanic language, we have English, German, Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish. In the part of the Roman language, there is the derive or originate from Bulgar Latin spoken in the Roman Empire. We have Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, Romanian, and Catalan. In the part of Slavic language that are a branch of the Indo-European language family, we have Russian, Polish, Slovak, and Serbian, etc. In the part of the Turkic language, we have Turkish, Uzbek, Tatar, and Kazakh, etc. Well, a language family consists in a group of languages that originate from a common ancestral language. It focuses on the identify and classify language according to their structural similarities and dividing them into genealogical groups. Within languages, there are two groups, Romance and Germanic language. In the case of Romance language, we have languages such as Catalan, Galician, Occitan, and others. The Roman language family originates from Vulgar Latin, the colloquial form of Latin spoken in the Roman Empire. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Vulgar Latin developed in many regions. Uh, for example, Roman languages belong to the Indo-European family. The main languages is in this group are Spanish, French, like I already said, uh, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian. Romance languages share many similarities, like lexical, grammatical, and phonetic, due to their common origin. For example, the word sun in Spanish is sol, in French is soleil, and in Italian is sole. In the case of Germanic language family, we have that it is originate in the northern region of Europe and are derived from an ancestral language known as Proto-Germanic. So it belongs to the Indo-European family, and they are divided into three groups: the West Germanic, the North Germanic, and the East Germanic. That it is distinct. The German languages include English, German, Dutch, like the box before, and and they share common features such as the strong and with verb system, the use of modal particles, and certain phonetic patterns. For example, many Germanic languages have similar words for basic terms like apple and brother. I'm gonna give an example with the word hermano in Spanish, in English, brother, and German is brother, in Dutch is brother. Now we have the language family tree model. The language family tree model was developed by August Schleicher in 1953. It is a graphical representation that shows the genealogical relationship between different languages. It approach in or it focus in visualize evolution from a common photo language, and also each brand of the tree represent a division in the evolution of languages. And we have now Sanskrit, that it is one of the oldest Indo-European languages. It is used in religious and literary texts. The Indian subcontinent is home to Sanskrit, one of the oldest documents into Indo-European languages. For example, in this case, we have the alphabet of Sanskrit. It played a crucial role in the study of Indo-European language due to its preservation of ancient linguistic features. And also the study of Sanskrit helped linguists establish similarities between Indo-European languages. For example, father uh, is Peter in Sanskrit, and in Latin is pater, and in English is father. And to conclude, we have the difference between dead languages and extinct languages. For example, in the case of the dead languages, they are those that no longer have native speaker but are still used in a specific context, such as liturgy, academy, or literature. And we have Latin that is used in the Catholic Church, the Sanskrit that is used in Indian religion texts and classical literature. And also we have classical Greece studied for its contribution to philosophy. And we have this picture that is the Latin. And in this part we have the Greek alphabet. And in the case of the extinct languages are those that no longer have any living speakers and are not used in any context. We have the Etruscan. This is the picture. It's an ancient language of Italy with no living speakers, like you can see. Sorry. And also we have Gallic Celtic that is spoken in ancient Gaul, now completely extinct. And for and the last one is Pidgin, and a national language of Scotland with no surviving speaker or the text. This picture is the Gallic Celtic language. And that's all. Now I'm gonna finish with a quote, very interesting, that is hoping for a world where minority languages have the same rights and recognition as the languages spoken by the majority. Thank you.